When I was 7 years old, me, my brother, and sister, we would play epic games of hide and seek all across the house. And me, I was pretty good at finding spots that nobody else could find. There was one time when I found the perfect spot until I ruined it. My brother was in, and he started counting. 20, 19, 18, 17. I ran upstairs. I looked at my room, I looked at my brother's room, and I thought, no, I'm gonna go in my mom and dad's room. The lights were turned off, but I knew where everything was, so I put my hands on the side of the walls, touching the drawers, finding my dad's desk, and tucking myself underneath it. I heard my brother from downstairs. Ready or not, here I come! I sat there underneath my dad's desk and I snickered and I crackled and I was like, he's never gonna find me here. And I remember hearing my brother walk up the stairs. And as he began to walk up the stairs and the floor began to creak, I was like, shh, don't say a peep. My brother's footsteps were getting closer and closer until I heard the doorknob turn and heard the creaking of the door open. My brother was in the room. He puts his hands on the light and turns it on. And then he looks at me. Amin, I see you! Hearing that, I get nervous. I jump up. My head hits the top of my dad's desk, and yes, it hurts, but that's not what I'm focused on. I notice that there's a laptop on top of my dad's desk, and it flies into the air, and the laptop ended up on the ground, and pieces flew everywhere. I could feel my heart racing faster than I think it's ever gone in my life. I was feeling scared because I knew that that's my dad's laptop. My dad uses it for work, and laptops are very expensive, and I wasn't even supposed to be playing in my parents' room in the first place, and I started thinking, Allahu Akbar, what am I gonna do? I'm only 7 years old, this can't be happening. And I remember going into my parents' bathroom, closing the door, and beginning to cry. I didn't know what I should do. I was feeling scared and sad. The thing is, more likely than not, you've probably felt the same way that I felt at some time in your life. When you did something that you knew you weren't supposed to do, and your mom and dad found out about it. And you then feel scared and worried. Like, oh man, what are they going to do? Well, my dad did come upstairs and he knocked on the door. Amin, are you in there? Yes, Daddy, I'm in here. Come outside right now. No, Daddy, I'm sorry, Daddy. I didn't mean to break your laptop, Daddy. I'm so sorry. Then he said, don't worry, son. I love you. I remember opening the door and seeing my dad, and he gave me a hug. He said that he was angry at the situation, and he said that he was disappointed in me because I did something that I knew I shouldn't have done. But then he reminded me of something. He said, son, no matter what, I will always love you because I'm your dad. On that day, I realized a very important lesson. And that is, sometimes our parents can be strict. Sometimes our parents can have rules. Sometimes our parents can feel disappointed and angry. But that never stops them from loving us. And as kids, outside of our Lord, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, one of the biggest blessings we have are our parents.